The past 10 years, you have been lied to. You have been told that you are living in the LeBron James era of basketball for the past 10 years. I'm here to tell you that no, you've been living in the Steph Curry era. You can't call it the LeBron James era when Steph Curry has gotten 4 rings in that era. And, he, and 3 out of 4 of his rings came from LeBron James. So we're we're not in the LeBron James era. You're in the Steph Curry era. Sorry to burst your bubble. Now maybe on a different Earth, this is LeBron James era, but Earth 616 right now, man, this dude dropped 56 points, man. It was like one of the most smoothest 56 points I ever seen. Okay, 12 3 pointers. Like 36 out of his 56 points were from 3 pointers. I mean, dude was in the zone. I love watching stuff like that. I haven't seen a shooting display. Well, I've seen many shooting displays like that, especially from Steph. But watching it, it reminded me of the great mid-range king, Tommy Shepard. Now, I'm not talking about Tommy Shepard from the Friday night, from Friday the 13th series. I'm talking about Tommy Shepard on Above the Rim. All right, that's who I'm talking about. You remember he came in, uh, uh, jumper, uh. I'm like, man, that's what Steph was doing out there, man. I mean, dude just couldn't miss. He didn't. Warriors didn't score their first bucket till they was down 9-0. He hit a 3 pointer. And if you're Orlando, how do you not? Why do you not double him? Force him to go to the basket. He is the only guy that you would rather him let him go in for an easy layup. Guard the perimeter. Do not let him get a 3 pointer off. Okay? Do not. You want that guy going to the basket because he's more than likely to miss a layup, a contested layup, than a contested 3 pointer. That's just facts. But that was an amazing display, man. And I'm like, wow, that he still got it. And the beauty of it, I can hold his stuff like 37, 36. You know, as long as he's able to shoot, I mean, I think he's gonna end up being in the league longer than LeBron. Whenever LeBron retire, I could see Steph being in the league in his 50s. Come down the court, hey, shoot. You know, imagine him playing on a team. Let's say 10 years from now, Steph playing is on the team. Let's say he's still with the Warriors and they get a player that's a post up threat that can draw double teams. All he got to do is catch and shoot. You look at LeBron James, what's increased his longevity is that he's able to shoot the 3 pointer a lot better than he was earlier in his career. Even though he's able to shoot the 3 pointer a lot better early on than he did early on in his career, he is not close on the same level as Steph Curry. You know, so Steph Curry, like you think about the LeBron James shoots a lot of 3 pointers. All right. Imagine if Steph was shooting those same amount of 3 pointers at that age. Shoot, Steph's probably going to be shooting more. You know, he just got to, stay fit enough to get up and down the court. Probably not going to be a defensive liability as much because there's zone defenses, so you can hide a lot of stuff. But I mean, man, this is amazing. It's amazing. That shooting display, I'm like, golly, man. Like, and see, I want to hate Steph. I want to hate Steph because he's the reason why my Rockets hadn't won a championship in the past 10 years because him and his Warriors were in the way. You know, they always in the way when we have James Harden. We have James Harden and Chris Paul. We had James Harden and Dwight Howard. Like, dude is in our way. But you gotta respect greatness. You gotta respect the greatness of Steph. But yeah, this is the Steph Curry era, man. And what I love about his game and his personality, he doesn't go around saying I'm the GOAT. He doesn't go around saying this is my era and all this stuff. He's letting his body of work do the talking. And that's the truth. In Game of Thrones, there was a scene where Tywin Lannister, he said, any king who calls himself a king has to remind everyone that he's a king is not a real king. And there's a lot of truth to that. Well, there's nothing but truth in that because You're a king based on your actions, not by what you call yourself. Like your name could be called king. That doesn't mean you're a king. You got to act like it. This dude here, he's acting like a goat. He should be in that GOAT conversation. And if he get his fifth ring, oh man, I don't mind him getting his fifth ring long as it's not at the expense of my Houston Rockets. So I want my Houston Rockets to win this year. But outside of that, hey, I have no problem with Steph winning that fifth ring. I mean, it's going to be something, They got Jimmy Butler. Look, Jimmy is balling over there. So they may get a chance for him to get a fifth ring and Jimmy get his first. Or you got LeBron, he got Luka with him, but right now, Steph, that's just amazing, man. 12 3-pointers, man. 12 from 19 from downtown, man. That is amazing. Most people, when they shoot 19 3-pointers, they're going to make about, well, I'm not going to say most people, like good 3-point shooters. You would hear shoot 19 threes, they'll make about 7 or 8 of them. Dude made 12 of them. Man. So that is phenomenal. But yeah, appreciate that greatness, man, because nobody else is going to be able to shoot like him. I don't think so. I mean, you think about his dad, Dell Curry, phenomenal shooter. The only difference is that Steph has that handle. But he shoots just like how his dad would shoot. But see, back then, players wasn't allowed to get as many 3-point attempts off like that. But it's just amazing, man. But anyway, share your thoughts. What y'all thought about Steph Curry? 56 points, 12 3-pointers, 12 for 19. Student of the Game Podcast. Peace out.